Hi everyone, welcome to our first official episode of Talk About Random! Woo! So today we're gonna talk all about celebrities.
All about celebrities to non-celebrities. Oh gosh.
Yeah, from the point of view of non-famous people, what are our impressions on these so-called famous people? And what makes someone a celebrity?
Yeah.
Okay.
And could fame actually change someone?
Ooh, okay, so there's our juicy outline.
Yay.
We're gonna try not to roast too harshly.
Yeah.
But this is a judgment-free zone once again, so we can't do anything about it. Sorry in advance.
And please remember, we're not famous for a reason. We're just so random. Please don't roast. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so what are your impressions, Charlotte, when you think of, like, famous people? What do you first think of?
Money.
Oh my god, I was literally gonna say rich.
I am so
Okay,
broke.
so
All I
rich.
could think of is money.
Oh my goodness. Okay, but, like, what makes someone a celebrity?
Wow. Okay, I think first they need to be good at something. For, like, a actress, you have to be good at acting. For a singer, you have to be good at singing, right? And then I think you need to have a bit of personality, so you actually feel like a person instead of an object. And oh gosh. And then at last, I think it's luck, because sometimes I just see someone and decide I like him or her or they.
Oh, that's such a good reason. Yeah, but, like, the fact that you say someone has to be good at something, some people just stand there and then they blow up on, like, an app or something.
Oh my gosh, that's true.
It's so random.
I know.
Right? So I think luck is the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
Like, some people would deserve fame, obviously, but they don't get what they deserve.
Yeah.
And I know so many people work so hard, but they don't achieve their goals. Whereas people who just sit there and stare at the camera get like $1 billion. And it's like, no.
Entertainment is a weird business. Showbiz is weird. But it's all about opportunities and luck.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like someone... what was I saying? My train of thought completely just disappeared. Oh yeah, could fame change someone, right? That was what we were going to touch on today as well. Yeah, definitely it could.
I agree.
First,
I agree.
money, and then the fact that everyone knows you now.
Yeah.
People use their fame in bad ways most of the time. Well, not most of the time, but, like, I could think of many examples. What do you think?
Well, like, obviously, yeah. Because sometimes you just see people turn into totally different persons after their fame or something. You could see them, like, doing drugs and getting drunk and stuff, and that's just so different from what they were before.
I feel like that's kind of society's image, though.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as people begin to know you, people will judge you at every single thing you do. Like, you breathe and people will hate on you.
They will hate you for deteriorating the air. And for wasting.
So I feel like peer pressure is also a big part of, like, what these so-called celebrities face, right? And it's society in the first place that makes people celebrities, like, and the technological advancements, of course. Like, without computers and Instagram and TikTok, most of the celebrities that generations and generations, well, the newer generations, would probably not know of most of these people, right?
Yeah.
So it's just us that make people celebrities, but, like, it just doesn't sit right that, like, people who deserve fame don't get the fame, and then people who don't deserve it and work for nothing get so much attention, you know?
But I have an unpopular opinion that when you're famous, you're supposed to be judged. Because, like, money and fame just don't come for nothing, right? Like, you
Oh.
can't just be famous without paying something in return,
Oh
right?
my god.
That's
Well,
gonna be
here's the
so
thing.
unfair.
If Okay, well, here's the thing. If you're like seriously good at something, like say my favorite composers, like like
Debussy.
they brought such joy to people, like such music. I'm sorry to all the classical music haters, but like leave. But like they bring so much joy to people's lives. So like if they get money and fame, like if these types of people get money and fame, good. Like they deserve it. But like yeah, it just depends on the type, you know?
Yeah, but I thought most of the musicians didn't get fame or money until they passed away.
Oh, that's so
Oh
true.
gosh.
But that was probably lack of technology. Like, if they were alive today, they'd blow up.
True.
Well, that's not true because these newer generations somehow hate classical music. Anyway, that's for another day. That's not what we're talking about. Charlotte, I thought you had a list, right? What's your list about?
Okay, so my list is Instagram accounts with the most followers worldwide. This is not a list I made up by myself. This is a list from Statista.com. I will put the link in the description. I did not make this list.
Yeah, if you want to check it out, the link will be in the
Yes.
description. So, who is the least followed person on this website?
In 10th place, we got Justin Bieber.
Okay, here's the thing about Justin Bieber, okay? This is just our opinions. Please don't judge us of our opinions.
We're just random.
They're just our opinions. Everyone has the right to their own
Yes.
opinions. Okay, so he was like one of those child stars who like posted covers on YouTube and everything, right? So he, I guess, got fame because of his talent. But I feel like he's not a good example of someone who used his fame in a good way. Because, like, I heard he's mean to his fans and, like, he spat on them at one point. And, like, that doesn't sit right?
I know.
What do you think?
Well, I'm kind of ashamed to admit I had a major crush on Justin Bieber when I was in kindergarten.
I mean, who didn't at one point? I mean, I didn't, but that's just our little secret.
Well, he did sing the hit song Baby, and he was like, ah, and it's so cringe to think back, but oh my god, I had such a crush on him.
Charlotte, no, don't go back to your face.
I'm crying in cringeness. Okay, but I think I think Bieber's kind of like lost in the world and in his fame because he just
yeah. And can we talk about the fact that he just left Canada? I'm so offended. Why would he do that to us? Oh, we just exposed we're Canadian. I mean, yeah, we're Canadian. We live in Nunavut. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No hate against Nunavut. Nunavut sounds so cool.
Nunavut is the coolest.
Anyway, that's also for another day. Who's the next celebrity?
Beyonce. Okay. Beyonce is just queen.
She's such a queen. She's
a diva.
That's just all we have to say. Like, she's a queen. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
She, like, the woman's empowerment, you know? She deserves it.
Yeah, she deserves it.
And I think she doesn't really mislead people because of her fame.
Yeah.
Right? I think she's a pretty good example.
Yeah, she's a very, very good celebrity, I think.
Personally, I don't follow her. I don't follow any of these celebrities that we've listed yet. So I don't know if they've been posting about all the recent issues that have been happening. But I feel like if they did, that's like a bonus points from Brie. Brie and Char, I hope.
Put it on our to-do list. Check out what Beyonce posts on social media after this recording. Oh my god, yes.
All right.
In 8th place, I can't count, is Leo Messi. Well,
I think we should skip him because we both don't play
soccer. I don't really
Football?
know about him. And
no.
Yeah, sorry, Messi. Sorry. And then in 7th place, we have Kim Kardashian West. I am speechless.
Awkward silence.
Uh,
I mean, was it her or was it Chloe? I don't know much about their household, but like, who made the Kardashians blow up? Was it her? I'm pretty sure it
I
was
think
her.
it was her.
It was hers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess she's pretty powerful. You can definitely say that. Charlotte is just cringing.
Judgmental.
She's cringing.
Critical.
Okay, you have to admit she has a lot of power, though. She's rich.
Yeah, she's rich, but rich in a bad way. Like she hurts people and just like does stuff that's beyond human understanding.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Like the time when she like literally cyberbullied Taylor Swift, that was so bad. And yeah.
Goodness. That's terrible.
I know.
I honestly don't know much about like this pop culture gossip, but
Yeah.
we're all learning. We're all learning.
We're improving. Oh gosh.
Don't know about that. All right, who's
And
next?
then there's Selena Gomez.
Oh, she's so sweet.
She's so pretty.
Oh my goodness, we're simping. I think, oh my goodness, Taylor Swift is amazing. So Selena Gomez is friends with Taylor Swift. So like that's the friendship I support for sure.
So
I feel like so many people hate on Selena, and I don't really know what she's done wrong. She's also been body shamed.
I know.
I feel so, like, as someone who's also been body shamed, that's kind of just terrible.
Oh, body shaming should just stop. Like, what's the point of body shaming?
So unnecessary.
I know.
Like, if I know so many people say this, but it's so true. Like, if the person who you're saying the phrase to can't change it within like 5 seconds, then don't say anything about it.
Exactly.
Like, it won't do anything. So what are you? What's the point? Stop. Don't do that. Just no.
Okay, good. To everyone who's listening to this podcast, give constructive feedback instead of critiques and just mean comments. Give constructional feedback.
Just stop with that stuff. I mean, it's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
And what about Selena's music? What do you think?
Oh, well,
there's lots of like speculations about autotune.
Yeah.
When people talk about Selena. I personally have not heard her sing live many times. But I know some of her songs are just so catchy, like Souvenir. Everyone go listen to Souvenir. It's kind of catchy.
And We Don't Talk Anymore. That's... Okay. Awkward silence. Okay.
On another level for Char.
Okay. And I can't be, like, the only person who shipped Selena and Justin, right?
I think you're the only one.
Oh, gosh. Okay, never mind.
just you didn't hear that. You didn't hear anything.
Never mind.
Okay, never mind. But I feel like she's one of the people that did not really change after fame. I mean, she was always that, I don't know, kind of shy, kind of shy, sweet little. Oh my gosh, did I just insult her height? I'm so sorry.
Please don't hate us, Selena.
Like that little woman, you know? But she still stands for diversity and rare beauty. I know definitely does as well, and she's really supportive of her close friends, and I think she's a good person.
Me too.
I think she doesn't deserve the hate she gets.
I know. Nobody deserves the hate she gets.
True. Well, maybe some.
We won't name names, but to people who are listening, you know it. Okay. And there's Kylie Jenner. I don't know what to say about her. I don't really know of her. Another Kardashian.
Can we just
move on?
skip because I don't really want to
skip.
I could roast hard, but I'm not going to. I mean all of these celebrities, they must have like reasons why they're famous. Like people out there probably they all have their own opinions, and what we don't like, they could possibly like.
Yeah.
So it depends on like majority of society, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't really do anything to change that.
Yeah.
So in order to not offend anybody out there, we're just gonna skip this.
And next in place we have Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I mean, I do like his movies.
I feel like he's really funny.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. He looks fun. He looks like someone you would want to have your back, you know.
And I just don't get why people would mix him up with Vin Diesel. Because
I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry. I am uncultured.
Vin Diesel fans, please don't hate us, please.
No, you can hate on me. It's fine. I'll cry to sleep. Okay. But honestly, like all of these celebrities, I don't know, because every celebrity, I'm sure, or like the majority, the vast majority of them definitely act differently on camera and on the internet compared to in real life. Like, it would be interesting to have them as a friend and just, you know, see what's different. See, this is because we have the point of view of being non-famous people, obviously, we can only assume. Everything is assumptions. So none of what we're saying is probably true. Well, maybe some of it is, obviously, but like, you know what I mean, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. But that's why I don't want to be friends with celebrities, because I'm afraid they would be completely different people when in real life and personal life, and then you would just like figure out they're actually obnoxious and disgusting. And then, the whole bubble just explodes. I mean,
it is a likely possibility.
People are phonies. Let's quote Holden Caulfield.
Catcher in the Rye. English class, anybody? Nope, just us? Okay. All right, who's next?
We have Ariana Grande.
Oh,
Queen.
Vocal queen. But, like, she also took inspiration from Mariah Carey, and then people started comparing the two, and I think that's just completely unfair. You know? They have their own styles, and the ponytail and hoodie and everything is kind of what's the word?
Similar, different, identical.
It's like, you know, when people think of Ariana Grande, they just think of that outfit.
It's her style, I guess. Like, it's her tag.
But, like, people use it in, like, an offensive way, kind of. And, her style changed. And her voice kind of changed.
I know.
I'm going to be honest. Like, it changed a lot. But I know she's gone through a lot as well. So, I think she's deserving. And she's super supportive of issues. Like, Black Lives Matter, yes.
Yes.
She's a good person.
And we stand her. Go, Ariana.
Woo! Hit those whistle notes. Who's next?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Is this number 1?
It's number 2.
Oh, second place. So, if any soccer players would like to collab with us, please email us at the email in the description
or comment below.
We would love to learn a bit about that.
Please educate us.
We don't know much.
Yeah.
So, moving on to first place,
we have Instagram as the first place.
Oh.
And
that says anticlimactic. Oh gosh. Well then.
I have nothing to say.
We can definitely talk about how Instagram as a social platform definitely, for sure, boosts these people's recognition.
Yes.
Like, I know 100% certain for a fact that, like, if people want to become famous, they have to have social media. And they have to be consistent. And there's all of these rules that you have to follow in order for society to, like, recognize you as having the fame, you know? So what about people in the olden days with no social media? How did they become famous? How do they travel? How would people spread hate about them, spread rumors and everything? Oh, rumors are another thing, right?
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
Well, obviously, back in the old times, or like 10 years ago, I think there are like gossip magazines and trashy newspapers and just paparazzis that follows people around and definitely pokes
those still exist. Those definitely still exist.
Okay, true. But I just feel like I don't hate paparazzis because I really just want to know what celebrities hide under their like glorious coats.
Oh my goodness, definitely. I think people put on like a mask.
I know.
Quite literally, like metaphorically, when people interview them, or like, what do you have to hide?
Exactly.
If you don't have anything, just tell us.
Show us everything.
We want to be your friend.
We want to be entertained. Just show us everything.
We need the gossip. We need all of it.
Yes. But I also think paparazzis is a bad thing, because they just invade others' privacy. And then it's kind of dangerous when you have people following you all around and you don't know.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, but I mean...
But I think they also want to know, like, do they really act different on television and in real life?
Yeah.
Any final words before we end off?
Please don't hate us. Please don't roast us.
Yeah, these are, again, only our impressions.
Yes, from non-famous people.
And this is our first episode, so please forgive us if we're still being unprofessional, obviously. We're still getting the hang of this podcast life,
Yeah. Oh, and the ranking chart is found on Statista.com. Not my problem. So, please check out the link below if you have any different opinions.
And it's kind of them who called Instagram a celebrity, so
I guess that's it.
But yeah, that is it. Thank you for being here once again. We appreciate you so much, and we will see you next Saturday.
Please like, subscribe, and comment. See ya.
Oh, not again.
Bye.
Bye.